Okay. Hello?
Hello, sir.
Okay. Who is this?
It's PC Kier.
Got badge number or anything?
I do 3874.
Uh-huh.
And I'm calling from 17 Division in Oshawa on 77 Center Street North.
Are you guys calling me back? Because I just finished calling you guys.
I had no idea that you were even calling us.
Yep. I just finished, came off with, I guess, your reception. She had just finished explaining to me that I would have to be calling OPP. And
Okay.
and
So wait a second. You've already called our dispatch?
yeah, because I was calling to report a situation. Because, you see, everybody, all the civilians seem to think that they don't have to respect a verbal agreement. They think that when they make a verbal agreement and then there's a disagreement, an argument, that they can call you guys and tell you guys whatever story that they're going to give you, and hopefully I get arrested.
Okay. I can tell. Listen, I can tell you're a little upset.
I'm not upset. I'm not upset. I'm actually just about to jump into the shower because I just came off the phone with that lady, and I was going to call OPP after I came out the shower. I'm not upset. It's just funny that they consistently do this. And I keep telling them, like, first of all, the cops already have my name because of previous people doing the exact same thing. So what would make you guys not have any understanding that it would be annoying? Because it's me that they keep having to call, and I got to keep showing them that all these people, I'm trusting in people, and yet they're doing what they're doing, and then they're going against an agreement, whether it's verbal or written, and then they're actually calling the police officers and saying whatever story to have them try to charge me.
Can I say something now?
Yeah.
Can I say something? So I'm just calling to get your side of the story. I'm not calling to indicate that you're being charged or you're being arrested. I'm not calling for that. I'm calling to hear what happens because I need to hear from both sides of the parties in regards to this dog situation.
Okay, but I had just finished calling, and the lady said that you guys are not making a report because I wanted a report number, right? And she said, no, not making a report because this is more of a civil suit, not for you guys. Yeah, so...
Yeah, so my concern is, I've talked with... can you take me back to the story about the dog? I just didn't understand about the dog.
You talk with who? Because like I just said, I finished calling the reception lady, and I was trying to make a report. She said that there's no report call because this is a civil suit. The only time you guys get involved is if when I call you guys to be accompanying me for me to repossess the dog. That's what she just finished saying to me. So how come you're calling me to have a further conversation about something when she just finished telling me that this is not what you guys are supposed to be doing because it's a civil suit?
So I'm calling you because somebody has come into the station and alleged a complaint in regards to possible threats being made. That's
possible threats. When he went into the station, I told him, go ahead. I'm calling the station myself, and I will be letting them know the full story, not this the partial half that you want to explain to them, because right. And I said, I'm like, make sure you tell them that you were supposed to not drink. You were supposed to quit drinking. Well, also tell them that the dog fell out of the window and was hurt severely. Also tell them the multiple times that I've already come to your house to conversate with you, also see the puppy, and also buy weed off of you. And I said it to him, like, you think that I'm illegal? You are more illegal than me because you're the one that's selling weed, which you're not supposed to be doing. So you need to think about before you go to make a report how much this will hurt you than me. I'm the guy with the dog. I'm the guy that was there when the police officers came to attend. And they were there when I passed the puppy to you. Not only that, there were 6 other people on the patio that reside inside that house of his that were there present. That situation happened, and the conversation between me and him went down, and all of the agreements. So therefore, ask him that.
Okay, so I'm just trying to investigate here and figure out what exactly happened, and I'm trying to figure out if there was threats made. Were there threats made?
Threats by who?
Did you make a threat towards somebody in regards to knifing them?
Knifing them? I never said I was going to knife anybody. I said, I have the message here. He could have showed you guys the message. Why didn't he show it to you? It's all messages. It's not even conversation. It's text messaging.
Okay, so
he said that, no, listen. This morning, yes.
I have been listening to you.
Sorry, this morning I said to.
I can't even get a word in. That's why I'm trying to talk to you and try to figure out what's going on.
You're asking me about the message. You're asking me about somebody saying that. I'm explaining this to you. He messaged me and said that the puppy is going under the knife right now. I said I said she's pregnant. You're gonna be killing puppies. Do not do that. Stay away. Keep her away from any veterinarian proceedings. He then further is telling me, well, too bad. It's gonna happen. I'm like, listen, that is killing animals. No, you're not gonna do that. I go, any pain that happens to her will happen to you because you're trying to kill her. She's pregnant. You can't put a dog in a surgery situation when they're pregnant. You're taking a chance of killing her and her puppies. I'm like,
so when you wrote the statement in the text about indicating that what gets done to the dog is going to get done to you, what do you mean by that?
No, I said if you're going to have the dog cut open with a knife and she's pregnant, would you want that to happen to you?
Did you indicate to him that you were going to do that to him?
No, I never said that. I never said I per se is going to do that to him. No.
You never told him that?
I never said I per se is going to do that to him. No.
Okay, because if you did, that could be taken as a threat to someone's life.
But how is that taking a threat? You're threatening the puppy's life and the puppies within her. After I'm speaking, yeah, because I messaged him this morning because last night I was at his house. I was just there with him last night. That's what doesn't make any sense. Me and him.
Is he the owner of the puppy?
He's not the full owner. The thing is that once she has her puppies and I have back the puppy from her, he gets full ownership. And he agreed to that. That's what that doesn't make any sense. That's why I'm like, what do you mean you're taking her to vet and she's getting cut right now? That doesn't make any sense. What are you doing? I'm gonna have to pay the guy that owns the mail for stud fee. I told him that. I'm like, well, you're gonna have to pay the guy for the stud fee if you're gonna kill the puppies because that doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna have to tell the guy about this. And he's like, well, too bad. I'm like, dude, like, you're the one that was supposed to stop drinking. The puppy fell out of your 3-story window. Your 3-story window. And I asked, huh?
What was the agreement with the dog originally? Was he supposed to take full ownership of the dog? Why did he have the dog in the first place?
Okay, so what happened was that you guys were called to I forget the address of the house is like second beside his house, and
what's your first name? Just so I understand, like how do you spell your first name?
How he spelt it.
Troy is your first name.
How he gave my name is how it's spelled. Well, you guys came to the house, right? And
can I get your name off you, sir?
Oh my God. Let me finish the story, please. You guys came to the house, and what happened was the landlord at the moment, because I was renting out the basement, so the landlord had spit on me and came at me with scissors. So then she said, oh, you got to leave. I'm calling the cops. This was because she had a disagreement with me taking out a puppy pen out of the backyard because it was dirty with dog poo and dog pee, right? Right? Because I'm the one who bred the puppies. They were mine. I didn't want them to get sick, right? So when I had done that, it became an argument between me and her, and there were 6 other occupants there at the moment. So she came at me with scissors and started spitting on me. She's got hepatitis C. I said, are you kidding me? I should charge you for this. She went and called the cops. So when the cops came, right, they told me that she wants to charge me for assault. And I said, what assault? They said that you said that you hit her. I'm like, whoa, where's the mark? They said that they looked at her and they're like, no, there's no mark. We don't believe her story. Then I had to tell them what happened. I told them exactly what happened. Then they said, okay, well, what do you got to do? You're going to have to leave the premises. You're going to have to find a new place to live. You're going to have to move out. I said, fine. Now, at the moment, I had 1 puppy left. Now, George lives 2 doors down. He was inquiring for the last 2 weeks for a puppy because the guy in the basement had bought one of the puppies. So then when this situation had happened, I went over because I had to wait for my mom to come back and pick me up. because she just had dropped me off. So I had to wait for my mom to come back and pick me up. So in between that time, I went over to George's house, and there were 6 other occupants reside inside of that house. They were there, and they said they heard the conversation and the agreement between me and George. He said that he wants the puppy. He said that he will stop drinking and that he will follow whatever rules that I have. I told him, well, I really was keeping her for the kids, so I'm going to have to breed her and have back a puppy for the kids. I want her to be trained because she was also be part of my training Schitzen and some of the dog competitions. And so he understood that she will be picked up for training and all the other stuff. Okay, and that's what has been also happening because I've been picking her up and doing that, and that she was to be bred to have back the puppies. So now he all of a sudden started saying to me this morning when I said, hey, do not bring her to the vet. Don't forget that we already have an agreement. Stop talking to other people and speak to me and keep conversation with me because you're talking to other people about it, but you're not talking to me. And they're coming back and telling me that you have plans to do all these things. So then when I speak to you, you are having like a fit or whatever, and then you're slamming the door or you're turning your phone off. So how do we have a communication? Right?
Okay, so you guys, obviously you and George had a verbal agreement in regards to his dog.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so whatever you guys had set in place, you guys had a verbal agreement between the two of you, whatever that consisted of. So yes, that would be considered a civil matter because that is
that's what the lady said. That's what the lady said.
Yeah, so that's right. So it's a civil matter because it's between two parties. There's no correspondence. There's no bill of sale for the puppy or anything like that.
Right. It was verbal because it was all verbal because at the moment I couldn't write anything down. It was
it was all verbal. I know. It was all verbal. I got that. So where we're at right now is that what is being said in these text messages, the concern for me is about somebody saying that they're going to be knifed and stuff. That's my concern here. My concern is that if this is because that could be potentially taken as a threat, right?
But that doesn't make any sense. I never said I will do this to you. I never said I will make sure I am the one that's doing whatever to you. So therefore, no. He is trying to. He's trying to get out of. He's trying to make it possible in every which way to get me charged because the whole conversation has been going on from.
And you have record of this too?
Yeah, this is what I'm trying to say. You have to remember, sir. I'm picking up the dog every other day to go take her to go training.
Right.
So it's not like me and him are talking once, and then I go and I buy weed off of him every friggin' day. So this guy needs to stop this because I said this to him, like, yo, dude, don't try to get me charged. You're the one that sells weed, not me. They know me as.
I'm not worried.
No. I know. I'm just saying to him, like, dude, I'm a person who's not doing anything wrong in this world. Okay, I got kids. The kids know the dog. You were just with my kids and the dog, and we were in the field just last week playing. And we just finished talking about the breeding and everything over again. So what are you doing now?
Okay.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Like everybody's playing all these stupid games and doing all these things.
And that's why I'm calling you and trying to figure this out before we do stuff.
I didn't even have to deal with this guy. I didn't even have to. I felt sorry. I was already there to pick up the puppy 3 times. And everybody in the house said no. Give him another chance, please. And I spoke to him even when the puppy fell out of the window and her leg was hurt for 2 weeks, and he never told me. I found out about it, and I came there quickly. Yeah. And I said, we have to take her to the vet. We need to know what's going on. You're supposed to keep communication with me. You don't fully own the dog yet. Right. He's like, whatever, leave me alone. I'm like, dude, come on. My girlfriend's kids miss the dog. You just finished playing with my girlfriend's kids and the dog in the field. Yep. Why are you acting like that?
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. So the reason why I'm calling is because I'm trying to get this worked out right now.
Yeah, from 7.
My concern is so there was no threat made. You have record of that on your phone?
Yeah, so from 7:43 yesterday. From 7 o'clock yesterday, we've been talking about it. I sent him the message
you never said you're going to come to his house.
No, I said to him, listen, bro. I said to him I tell him everything. I'm like, yo, you can't be altering the dog. You can't be doing that. You're supposed to stick to what we agreed with. There's reasons for what she's done. You were supposed to quit drinking. You didn't do so. I never took her from you when I was supposed to have. I gave you another chance at that. So this wouldn't even be happening if I had taken her months ago from when you already screwed up. And I'm saying this to him. I'm like, then he says, what agreement? There was no agreement. If there was, then why would you...
Everything that you guys agreed upon was all verbal between the both of you, and this has been going on for months, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We never had an argument. We never had an argument. Not once.
Okay.
This is the first one.
How do you spell your first name?
DWAYNE.
Sorry?
DWAYNE.
Yeah.
AYNE.
AYNE. Dwayne?
Yes.
And what's your last name, Dwayne?
Kid.
Spell that for me, please.
KI2Ds.
Dwayne Kidd?
Yeah.
And what's your date of birth, buddy?
September 30th, 1976.
September 30th.
1976. 1976.
1976.
Yep.
So, the reason why is we're trying to figure this out. We're trying to mediate this over the telephone. That's what we're trying to do right now. Right? Because
I told him either you pay for the dog and you pay for the stud fee for the guy that's the stud. Like, either you do that. Then he says, oh, I'm not going to pay all of that. If anything, I'm just going to give you $200 and this and that. I'm like, listen, you don't... Yeah, he's like, your dog is only worth $500. I'm like, no, she's worth $1,000. You were told that, okay? You couldn't... I'm like, come on, man. Don't start doing all this stupid. This does not make any sense. We had... All right, he's like, what? No stud fee, we will be paid. As I didn't agree to go that way. $500 for the dog minus the abortion fee equals, which will pay half of $700, which ends up to $200 for you. That's what he said at 12 o'clock. I said, no, bud. The value of my dogs are $1,000 to $1,500. Get with it. If you abort the puppies, you will be charged. This is why I was saying this is why he's trying to get me charged. Because at the beginning of all the conversation, this is what I'm saying to him. You did not stop. I told him, you will be charged if you abort the puppies. I'm like, you did not stop drinking. You were given the second chance. After that, I notified you first time about it. You were granted a second chance. After that, you were also told to keep contact with me to make sure she's okay and that nothing is wrong, and you don't do that. You keep contact with everybody else and tell people stories, and then people come back and tell me, and then I approach him and I ask him about it. And then he starts telling me, no more, end of story, take it or leave it, too late. It's happening right now, she's under the knife, end of story. I'm like, no. You lied to me. I asked you if anything had happened to the puppy. You said no. I asked you if she fell out the window. You said no. Then you stormed off and slammed your door and locked and didn't answer any of my phone calls. How could I have kept contact with you knowing what is wrong and what's wrong with the puppy when she's not fully yours? You still have to pay for her.
Right.
Right?
Just letting you know that if there was such a thing stated on text...
Wait. And then he says, that's old shit. You will not shake down my pocket. You can take it or leave it. Too bad. Right? And I'm like, what do you mean, end of story? You have to follow the rules, the agreement that we both have. You are messing up my kennel by doing that. And then I go, yo, tell me what the fuck is going on. Is you pay for the pup, in fact, and I will have this conversation. We can have this conversation in person when I get back. So get your lawyer and get a lawyer.